mamas, welcome back to my channel. It's me once again, and the question for today is, how are you doing? This is not for the intro. This is not a what's up guys kind of thing. This is genuinely me asking, how are you doing? We can get so overwhelmed at times, and I can say for myself, I get overwhelmed quite often because I have an endless to-do list. I have homeschooling my daughter. I have the 6-month-old now. There's running errands. There's so much. And you might be in the same situation. You may have kids at home. You're working. You have to cook. You have to do this and that. And sometimes that can really be overwhelming. So comment down below how you're feeling today, and let's check in on each other. Welcome to my channel. I am Georgette Smith. I love all things wellness and fitness, and I'm a mom of 2 as well. So if you're a mom, hey mama. If you're just watching, welcome to my channel. For the newbies, please subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. All right, so let's get into the video. Being a mom is one of the most beautiful things I have personally ever experienced, and I know that other moms can relate as well. Having kids, seeing them grow up, all of that cute stuff, it's amazing. And also like just thinking about, wow, I birthed this person, this little human. You get to see them grow. You get to see them reach new milestones. Like there's so many things that are so beautiful about motherhood. And even though we sacrifice so much for our kids and for our families, like in the end, it's rewarding. I think it's rewarding. But being overwhelmed is something that I think every mom goes through. It is inevitable. If you've never been overwhelmed as a mom, I envy you. I don't know what you do. I don't know how you do it. But I go through this emotion quite often. And so today I'm here to share with my mom friends 5 things that I do. 5 things that I do when I feel overwhelmed to help me stay level-headed and to help me not feel like, I'm drowning. The first thing that I do when I feel overwhelmed is to acknowledge the feeling. I think that if I don't acknowledge what I'm feeling and I just go with the flow, it's easy to have that feeling only getting worse. But once I realize that I'm starting to get overwhelmed, like I'm feeling like I can't do this, or I'm feeling a little bit irritated, I take a moment and I try to figure out, why am I feeling this way? Where did this come from? Why do I suddenly feel like I can't do it? And the same goes for when I'm feeling great. I have to always acknowledge my feelings as a mom. So if you're a mom, whether you're overwhelmed, sad, angry, irritated, easily irritable, whatever it is, you have to acknowledge it. And if you've been having a great week, you have to acknowledge it so that you can find out why you're feeling so excited. Like, what is it that gets you so hyped up? Unfortunately, when we feel overwhelmed as well, we have to take a moment to consider what is leading us to feel so much weight on our shoulders. In my case, I homeschool my daughter, so I wake up thinking, okay, today we have to do this at this time. I work out, I have to run errands, I have to do house chores. My baby, my 6-month-old, is very needy. He's starting to crawl around now. There's so much. Taking care of home is a lot of work. So if you're a homemaker, don't think that you don't have the right to feel overwhelmed. You do, because there's so much. You have yourself to take care of, and you have your husband or your partner, whoever it is you live with. You have your children, you have work, you have laundry, there is so much. The list is like endless, and every household is different depending on their needs. And so like being overwhelmed is just basically having too much to do, like filling your brain with so much to do that you as one person, you can't fully process it. You feel like you're drowning. You're being drowned by all the things that you have going on that you have to do. So acknowledge those feelings and figure out why and where they're coming from. Point number 2, pray for clarity. I'm a Christian, so prayer is in everything that I do. So when I started to feel overwhelmed, first of all, after acknowledging like, okay, I don't feel great, I pray. I pray to God. I'm like, God, please give me clarity, give me direction, show me how to go about this. And if you don't pray, I challenge you to give it a try. Like, pray to Jesus, ask him, please show me what I should do. How am I going to go about it? Like, just pour out your feelings to him. I do that all the time, not just to my husband or to other people who care about me, but to Jesus as well. Like, I pray, like, you called me to motherhood. You made me a wife. You did this and that, and you're with me every step I go. So help me figure out the key and the answers to making my life easier, to fixing what it is that I'm going through. So let me show y'all how prayer works. Like, for example, like a month ago, I had this really important thing that I had to do, and it's something that I enjoy doing and I wanted to do it so bad. But right after I took it on and I agreed to do it, I just felt like, oh my gosh, what have I done? Because I didn't consider all the things that I have going on already. So when time came for me to do it, I felt the weight of it. So it was just really weighing me down. I was upset about it in a way because I was like, why can't I do something that I enjoy fully without feeling like I have to give up other things, or it just felt like I didn't have the liberty to do something that I love to do. And my husband already works. He has a lot on his plate as well. So it didn't even come to my mind to ask him to help me. So I prayed and I'm like, God, I really want to do this, but I don't know how. Is it something that's really important? Should I do it? How am I going to do it? Next thing I know, in the next morning, my husband's asking me, so how are you going to figure this out? In my mind, I'm thinking, please don't ask, because I don't know and I don't want to talk about it. But I talked to him, and next thing I know, he's suggesting that he's going to do that for me. I was like, what? It didn't even, like I said, it didn't even cross my mind to ask him to help me. But when he offered to help, I was like, oh God, you really hear my prayers. Like, I was so happy. He was like, really? I could just do this for you. I didn't think that he could help me the way that I thought I needed help. Like, I didn't think he could do that for me. I didn't expect him to say, I'm going to add this to the list of things that I do. And just like that, that feeling of that weight, that burden, it just disappeared. My mood was like instantly lifted. And I was like, you have no idea what weight you've lifted off of my shoulders. I was so happy, y'all. So you guys, prayer really works. When I'm feeling overwhelmed, when you feel stuck, when you're happy, praise God. If you feel stuck, ask him for help. It is very, very important. And God answers prayers. Number 3, make a list. Make a list of all the things that are overwhelming you, all the things that your brain just has like, whoa, I gotta do this, gotta do that. Make a list of all of those things. Once you've made your list, circle which ones really need to get done, from priorities to not so priorities. And you may be wondering, like, what if they're all important, right? I know you could have 3 to 5 super important things, but you have to start with one thing. One thing that can get us overwhelmed is wanting to do everything all at once, and that gets us nowhere. I can testify to that. It gets us nowhere. So make that list, circle which ones absolutely need to get done. After you've circled what your priority is, one thing that could help is figuring out which one can make the other ones better. Let me use something really small, and then you can tweak it to fit whatever your priorities are. For example, I cannot get my day started for some reason without taking a shower. Showers make me feel ready. Showers help me feel like, okay, I got this. When I haven't showered, I feel like my day hasn't started yet. Yeah, weird, but that's just me. So I schedule showers in, because when you're a mom, if you don't schedule a shower in, especially when you have 2 very demanding kids, before you know, the day is over and you probably didn't make time for yourself to get that in. So what I do is, showers for me are really top to help my day get started. So I need a shower, I need a workout, I have errands to run, I need to do school with my daughter. Let's say these are the 4 things for my day. I wake up early to work out, because I can shower and then work out later, then I need another shower. I work out, then I shower. You see how putting those 2 things in a certain kind of order is helping me knock out stuff fast. So I work out, I shower, then I eat breakfast, do all those things. Then I can run errands with my kids. Now everything it's flowing the way I want it to go. I'm not like waking up, do a little stuff with my kids, then I had to go work out, then shower. It's all over the place. So schedule out what works for you from priority to non-priority, and try to put it in a way where it's not all over the place. You have one thing leading to the next thing, and it just has this sequence that makes things easier. Number 4, make a schedule. Schedules are so important. You don't have to be super strict. I am not a big fan of super strict schedules where if you miss 1 minute, the next thing is ruined. But I make a schedule for the whole week. So if I need to do laundry this week, it's on there. If my kids and I are going to the library this week, it's on there. If I'm going for a walk, it's on there for, specifically for just the week. And then once I've done the weekly schedule, I break it down into days. Now for each day, I try to do 2 to 3 things that are important along with everything else. Like, the kids will eat breakfast. The kids will want to go out maybe for a walk. So every day I write out what specific things I want to do for that day. So don't overwhelm yourself with 4 or 5 big things. Always choose 2 to 3 big things along with everything else, because you still have a full day with kids. Even if you don't do anything important, it's still busy. They want snacks, they want lunch. My daughter wants to help me fix lunch every day, and I have to wait on her to do certain things. And I just feel like, oh my gosh, can you move faster? But kids are always going to make your day busy. So put 2 to 3 things, or even 1 to 2 things that you can for sure do, instead of putting everything on that list and you don't end up doing any of them. So making a schedule is very important. Weekly schedule plus everyday schedule. I put my everyday schedule at the end of every night. So when I wake up in the morning, I know exactly what I got to do. Make a schedule. And last but not least, number 5, give yourself grace, mamas. Give yourself grace. We oftentimes want to do it all. And because we put everybody else and everything else before ourselves, we want to hurry through the list so we can get to us. But don't do that. Give yourself grace. If you can only do one important thing for that day, it's okay. Let it be okay. Train your mind to be okay with it. If you do only 2 things off of your list of 3, let that be okay. We cannot do it all. We're human. We've got ourselves to take care of. We've got our kids to take care of. We've got our husbands to take care of. We've got a home to take care of. We're cooking, we're cleaning, we're doing chores, we're running errands. Like, we cannot fix all of these things into one day. So give yourself a lot of grace. Do the schedule, follow it, map out your priorities, and do the best you can, because at the end of the day, you are killing it, mama. You are doing the best that you can do. So don't feel weighed down. Don't feel like you're failing because you couldn't finish everything in a day or even in a week. Don't beat yourself down. Map out everything the way that it's going to work for you. And when you do it, celebrate yourself. Be happy about it. Don't say, okay, on to the next thing. Be happy that you got it done. And try to be positive towards yourself. Be kind to yourself, mamas. Like, we are the first. We have to be the first to do it for ourselves before we expect it from anybody else. Okay? That's it for the video, mamas. These are 5 things that I implement that work for me every time. Feeling overwhelmed is always going to come and go as moms. Like, we are not going to be done with it, but we can figure out a way to deal with it when it comes around. So let me know what you think about this video. Comment down below what you do when you feel overwhelmed. Let me know what solutions you have. Maybe, I don't know what other solutions are out there. Maybe it could help me too. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you in my next video. Go ahead and watch any of these videos right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.